Hello to my friends at Hudsonville Christian. How are you guys doing? So this is Aaron Zenz, and I am back again, as you know, drawing monsters for Art Prize. You guys sent me some very cool designs at the end of last school year, and I've continued to make creatures all throughout the summer. And the same way that I did a surprise reveal to you guys last year, I thought I would show you which creatures got chosen for production this year. I had so much fun looking through all of your designs. I reached out to about 7 schools, so 7 schools sent me monsters. And once all those came in, I started drawing. I was drawing day and night, and I was able to do, over the summer, from those batches, about 55 drawings altogether. And so out of those, so that means, you know, since there were 7 schools, there were about 8 monsters per school that I was able to choose from to turn into Monsters Go fan art this year. Now, so this time when I did them, I just randomly picked monsters out of all the ones you sent and worked up my 8 drawings the same way that I did for the 7 other schools. And when I got done, just by random chance, I wasn't looking at the names, it looked like 2 of those names were ones that I had just happened to have picked the first time around. And I thought, oh goodness, that was a surprise. But I thought, you know what, I want to spread the love around a little bit more. So Hudsonville Christian actually has 10 monsters. After I saw that, it looked like a couple of them were from kids that had already had their monsters drawn the previous year. I thought, well, let's add 2 more kids in there. So you guys are the one school that actually has 10 monsters instead of 8. And so, do you guys want to see? Do you want a sneak peek, an advanced look at which of the monsters are going to be up there in the windows, coming from Hudsonville Christian? So, okay, let me grab my folder right here, and we will dive in. We will dig in. Okay, now these are in random order. So let's see. Here is a very cool monster sent to me by Jackson. So here is a monster by Jackson, Jackson A. I don't know if there's multiple Jacksons at your school, but here's what Jackson sent. And here is my piece of monster fan art based off of Jackson's design. So very cool, I love it. Looks rather ferocious. That is a ferocious creature there. Alright, so here comes another one. Here is one by Dylan. Dylan drew this cool guy. And here is the piece of artwork I was able to work up from Dylan's monster. There we go. They could be brothers. Here's one from Lexi. And again, I don't know how many Lexis are at your school. Maybe your school is full of Lexis. Hopefully Lexi knows which Lexi drew this. And here is the creature that I made based off of Lexi's design. There we go. So how many is that so far? 3. 3 down. Here is a monster by Lily M. Lily M made this monster. And here is the little critter I worked up as a piece of fan art of Lily's monster. Very nice. Here is one by Dylan. Ooh, and Dylan even gave it a name, Astro Horn. So here's Astro Horn, drawn by Dylan. And I looked at that, and I worked up this guy as a tribute to Dylan's amazing imagination. Here's one by Jay. Jay drew this. And it looks like a happy little critter. He's laughing at us. Ha ha ha. And here is my fan art based on Jay's design. Doo-doo. Here's one by Joey. Joey made this guy. And here is what I worked up based on Joey's design. This dapper monster right here, dapper creature. Here is a monster submitted by Kirsten. So Kirsten drew this. Kirsten Witten drew this. Looks like a monster and then a couple little guys going for a ride there, maybe. And so here is the creature that I made with a couple little guys going for a ride there. Here is one by Colin. Colin drew this. Colin J. And here is the creature that I made based off of Colin's monster. So cool design, Colin. And I've lost track. Do we have one left? I think one last one. Here is a monster submitted by Jonathan. Jonathan created this. Love it, Jonathan. Lots of heads there. It's a dog with 3 heads, but rather than side by side, they kind of look like they're stacked on each other, which I thought was cool and fun. So here is my fan art of Jonathan's creature. So there we are. So these are what you will be able to find on display there at same place outside the Children's Museum. Those are the ones that will be kicking it off. And if you swung by last year, you know that I will, the plan is the same again for me to be out there all throughout Art Prize, drawing monsters every day. Based on the submissions that come in during the Art Prize. So every day there's about 300, 400, 500, between 300 and 500 monsters that get submitted. I pull those out at the end of the day. I look through all 300 to 500 monsters and I pull out 2 or 3 for me to bring back with me the next day, and then I'm sitting there on the sidewalk drawing monsters live in person and adding them to the growing collection. And so if you're out there, I'll have paper and pencils and crayons, and you guys can keep drawing and submitting monsters. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret, all right, for my Hudsonville Christian friends. If when you come out there, if you draw me a monster and put it in the submission box, if you put a little star in the top corner, so for the schools who send me monsters at the end of the school year, it just breaks my heart that I'm not able to draw more monsters over the summer than what I did. But if you put a little star in the top corner, then I'll know you're from one of those 7 schools that I visited. And I promise that at the end of the day, as I'm going through all those drawings, at least one of the pictures that I bring back with me the following day, I will pull from those drawings that have a little star in the top corner. All right, so I don't know how many starred submissions I will get each day. Will I get 10? Will I get 25? Will I get 50? I don't know. But the chances of it just hopefully is going to narrow the chances a little bit. So rather than being 2 pictures drawn out of a big pot full of 500 drawings that came in at the end of the day, if you are one of the starred pictures pulled out of maybe about 30 that came in that day with a star on it, ups the chances a little bit more of maybe it being one of the ones that I pick to draw the following day. So there you go. There's a little secret between us that the general masses won't know. And if you come on out there, make sure you say hi. Make sure you come up and say, hey, I'm from Hudsonville Christian. And we can wave at each other. We can high five, and it'll be a good old time. So thanks for playing along and for actually playing along this time. The first time you guys just sent me those monsters as a gift, and it got my imagination going. This time, you guys were able to draw some things knowing that they were for Art Prize and Monsters Go. So hopefully you had a fun time drawing monsters. I certainly had a fun time looking at all those amazing creations and making that fan art based on them. And hopefully we'll have some more fun at Art Prize, and I'll be able to see lots of you swinging by out there. So, okay, well, you guys keep creating, and I will too, and it is always good to see you. So hopefully we'll see each other in person again real soon. So, all right, bye-bye.